Shalom, y'all. Today I'm sitting in Yuma, Arizona, but I'm going to bring you a video from back in August of a rare video of me cooking. And what I'm making is brown butter bites, and I'll explain all that in the video. Watch to the end to see a word from Jazzy. And as well, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe, hit the like button, and as always, leave your comments below. I love to hear from you. Thank you much. I'm making brown butter bites. The reason being, I've been eating strictly carnivore, which means a meat-based diet. I feel much better for it, and this is my treat, is brown butter bites. I will show you what they look like when they're done. So here's some of them that I've already done. They look like little bottle caps because this is the mold that I picked up yesterday at a Walmart. They were on sale, clearance sale, for $2 a piece. I had been using some ice trays that were silicone, and I wanted to use the ice tray as an ice tray. I'll show you the ice tray I was using. So this is the ice tray that I was using. I still need to clean it so I can use it as an ice tray again. And I like this as an ice tray, and it fits well in my freezer. So that's going back to ice tray usage. My freezer is tiny, tiny. So this is a great ice tray for that. Okay, so back to the brown butter bites. It takes typically about 10 to 12 minutes. And what you do is you just heat it on the stove at medium to low heat, low to medium. And whenever I first started making it, I was stirring it all the time. But I watched a video recently that showed that you don't have to stir it all the time. And so that was nice to not have to be constantly on watch. I do have to watch it to make sure it doesn't start popping out of the pan. Especially since I'm doing it inside right now. Normally I do it outside, but I'm camped up at a casino right now. Can't really do it outside. So, as I was saying, this is my treat, is brown butter bites. It's a little hot right now. I have been striving for pure carnivore for over a year now. And whenever I get around friends and stuff and start doing potlucks, it just goes out the window. So I would say I've been back to pure carnivore for a few weeks now, and it leans more towards what is called lion diet, which is all ruminant meats, which is things like cows, lamb, elk, bison, things like that. It's a certain kind of, they have a certain kind of digestive system. You can look into it. But regardless, even just carnivore has helped my gut issues tremendously. What an unflattering view that was. Which is one of the main reasons I went to carnivore. But the reason I'm really leaning towards the lion diet is for autoimmune issues. And I feel like since I've been doing pretty good lately, it's been helping. There's a little girl making her voice heard, and I'm sure she wants me to take her for a big long walk or run or something, but we're camped in such a situation right now that we cannot do that. Go outside. You can go outside? It's a lot cooler out there. So anyway, yeah, we're camped at a casino, and there's just not a place to run her right now. Okay, this is pretty much the end goal. Oh my gosh, be quiet, Jazzy. I had turned the burner off, and so it stopped bubbling, and I'm going to go a little more brown than this today. But your butter, basically after about like 10 to 12 minutes, it will start turning a golden brown color. And like I said, I'm going to let it go a little bit further. I did one batch today that was about the color you just saw, and I'm going to let it go a little more and get a little bit darker brown bites. again, the end goal are these little things. See this part, it's all butter. Mine, I do salted butter. Some people prefers unsalted. I enjoy the salt. So these are my treats. These are kind of like my dessert. And again, I'm going to shoot for a little bit browner than that this time. I don't know if it'll happen because I just turned the burner off again. Okay, so if you want to know more about carnivore, look it up online on YouTube. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by Jazzy. There she goes again. Look it up, carnivore diet. You'll find lots of videos on it. You don't need me to explain it to you. As far as lion diet, I'm not sure what you'll find out there. But again, it's called ruminant meats. And it's supposed to be way more helpful for autoimmune issues, such as arthritis, lupus, I don't know what all. But I've seen where people have healed eczema, people who have chronic headaches, just all kinds of conditions. And it's an elimination diet. So you do this basic meat, which I can eat meat. You eat to satisfaction. You know, the goal is to go ahead and eat until you're full, so you don't have to starve yourself. And along with some of the benefits of less arthritis pain and less bowel problems, actually no bowel problems as far as I'm concerned. You lose weight if you need to. So last year I had lost, I would say, about 16 pounds, I think. I gained some of them back because, as I said, I got around friends and started eating the potluck dinners and things like that and gained it back. So now I'm on the way to losing that weight again, and hopefully more. And hopefully I will remain strong this time and not go back to eating all the junk that makes me feel bad. Eventually, after being on this way of eating for some time, I do hope to reintroduce some foods, but I don't ever expect to have a carb-heavy diet ever again. I've come to the conclusion that does not work for my body. So, just putting it out there, that's, I'm doing things differently. Okay, this is the end result. This is darker than the last batch that I made. Hopefully you can see that. And what makes it so brown is the protein separates from the rest of the butter, and the little bits of protein are what gets brown, and that gives it this brownish color. But whenever I put it into the molds, the lighter color will rise to the top and the darker color will be on the bottom. So that's what happens. And I'm putting it into the molds. I want to stir it up good to get the brown bites in each part of the mold. See, let's see. Most of what's in that spoon right now is the brown bits, and I don't know, they just add something to the whole thing. It's good without it, but I think I really enjoy those little brown bits. So I'm gonna dip them up now. Okay, there it is in the molds. As you can see, the 1.5 stick fits pretty perfectly into those two molds. To the tiny refrigerator they go, and they'll be left there to solidify. Alright, there's a big difference between first batch and second batch on brownness. See how light this one is? This one's really dark. It's not completely congealed yet, but it's done enough that you're going to be able to tell that it's going to stay pretty brown. So I hope I enjoy the flavor of this one as much as I do this one. We'll see. Each batch turns out different. It's crazy. There's a whole little bucket of them. Yum yum. Can you see how Jazzy's barking at it? She's barking at herself. There's her image. Oh gosh. I knew it was not a good idea when that person parked beside me.
Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly? We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run